Can you dig it? Welcome to Windy City Live. And the Bulls fall to the Celtics tonight. Disappointing loss. 123 to 119. D-Dub from Windy City Digits. Flying solo tonight. My partner Carl is out with his girlfriend. Probably enjoying some Thai food or something like that. So I'm here to answer any questions. Let's get to it. Let's talk about Bulls versus Celtics. What's up, Skokes? Oh, Skokes. What was going on in that game, man? Let me put down the volume here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So the Bulls came out strong in the first quarter, something that all Bulls fans would like to see. The Bulls had a lot of energy in the beginning of the game. Let me grab the stats because we are about the digits here. Bulls lose 123 to 119. In the first quarter was pretty solid, actually. I thought the Bulls came out strong. Their offense was flowing. DeMar was red hot. So DeMar DeRozan definitely player of the game there. But when we do that, when DeMar is on fire like that, I swear, and I know my partner would be here, he would disagree with me, that offense gets stagnant. It's like an elephant stuck in the mud, man. It's DeMar one-on-one rollouts. You saw Pat Williams in the beginning of the game. He was more aggressive, and then he's stuck by the three-point line again. Yeah, Zach. And let's put Skokes' comment up here. Skokes, another off night for Zach. And man, don't we miss Drummond. Our perimeter guys were letting Brogdon come in like a sieve, dude. They were just, he was coming in there. He was manhandling people. Caruso had a rough night guarding Brogdon. He could not guard Brogdon. And then when he switched and he was on Tatum or anybody else, he was in trouble. I thought our matchups were kind of suspect with Billy Donovan tonight. I thought he could have done a better job in terms of matching up people. I think Caruso should have saw less minutes personally. And you saw when Dragic came in there, he was dead cold. Our bench, who was like an amazing strength the last game and basically won the game for us tonight, they're pretty much non-existent. I don't know what you guys saw out there. Who would you say was player of the game? Oh, yeah. So if you looked at the stats, the Bulls actually had 17 turnovers to the Celtics 13 turnovers. And honestly, that's not abnormally terrible for the Bulls. The Bulls shot 43 of 83. So they shot better than 50%. They were 11 from 28 from the three-point line. But yeah, Pat Williams, man, 3 travels, 2 on the baseline. I like the idea of him being aggressive, but that guy's got happy feet, man. It's like he's doing a little dance on there. He's doing an electric slide. And, I would have pulled, Pat's defense, though, was pretty solid. Sometimes I want to just yank him out of the game and put someone else in there, but who else you got? DJJ brought very little offense to us. Caruso had a rough night. Caruso shot, what did Caruso shoot? Well, 2 of 3, but I thought his defense was atrocious. Caruso was a -14. DJ, -15. Dragic, he was the guy that was 2 of 9, -6. Zach didn't have a great game either. He had 2 steals. He had 2 turnovers. But Pat Williams had 4 turnovers. Caruso had 3 turnovers, man. That was uncharacteristic. Their passing was sloppy. In fact, I thought they're Guadalupe. Hey, welcome to Windy City Digits, dude. Guadalupe, you really think Pat Williams is trash? I don't know if I can say Pat Williams is trash yet. He has trashy games like he did tonight, but I wouldn't say he's trash. He was 3 of 9, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. We highly miss Drummond. When you're talking about those guys driving to the rim scot-free, and even these little ticky-tack fouls. Hey, if you're going to foul someone, man, hit him hard. I want to see someone like Dennis Rodman putting him on the ground. Obviously, we don't want to hurt anyone, but hit him hard, man. Make him make the free throws. Yes, Guadalupe, he is completely inconsistent, but I would say the last 3 games prior to this, he had, I think, a 16-7 game, a 12-7 game. If we get that kind of production from Pat Williams, I'm happy, as long as you've got other guys from the bench mob helping out. But, our rotation was 9 people tonight, and they looked exhausted. Carl, my buddy, who's my partner, keeps on telling everybody that, the schedule that they put together with these back-to-back games is terrible for the Bulls, and the Bulls had an incredible stretch. You even heard them in the beginning of the broadcast that the Bulls were on game 10. I think the Celtics were on game 9. Dragic was way off just on his shot. How many blocks, guys, did the Celtics have on the Bulls? I mean, with the Bulls' shooting percentage, it wasn't bad. I mean, the shooting percentage was 50%. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. So, really, what was bad about this game was our bench, the blocks against us. They had 3, 5, 6. They had 7 blocks against us, and those were just bad takes to the basket, trying to force something in. The Bulls' offense was fairly spread out. Oh, that was okay. So that whole sequence was just bad, man. I'm glad Zach got the ball back. Pat Williams, terrible 3, but he was wide open. How could you not take that shot? You may not have gotten a better shot than that. So I can't fault him for the shot, but did you really want Pat Williams with that opportunity? No. I also thought that Zach LaVine, he was kind of complacent. I mean, what he scored? He scored 2 points, I think, towards the middle of the second half, and they barely used him. And that's where I think when DeMar gets hot, I mean, we all love DeMar. DeMar was a great player, obviously in the top 50 of scoring ever, but when he gets hot like that, our offense gets stagnant. We start watching DeMar, and I mean, some of the people are like not. Some of our guys are not even taking open shots. They pass it right back to DeMar, and they're waiting for him to shoot the ball. So then you got DeMar getting double teamed and making extraordinary shots, but you can't depend on DeMar to make all those shots. And you know what? Honestly, it was very difficult for anyone to be guarding Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was hot. He was, 8 of 23, but he shot 17 of 20 free throws. Why don't we have other guys driving to the hoop when we have that spread offense? And it's because of DeMar. Okay, so, I love Zach LaVine. I love DeMar, but, when you do that, you're not getting a very efficient offense from your whole team. It's like the Jordan era. I think we all remember Jordan. Watching the ball. We all remember when Jordan was great, man. He could score 40, 50 points easily, but then the rest of the team was standing around. And, it's pretty easy to guard the rest of the team. You get a lot more breaks. When there's one guy driving the ball, and you could just stand around guarding your man. So Something that I'd like to see, obviously, is the ball movement coming back. I'm not sure where that goes, or maybe at that point, Billy D's got to call one of his timeouts where he gets ticked and start telling him to move the ball. That would be my suggestion in this thing. Who'd you guys? Yeah, we missed Drummond big time, man. Don't you think Drummond has actually surprised you? Because I think a lot of us were kind of disappointed at first that we didn't get someone else like a three-point shooter, Gallinari, or there was another power forward we were looking for. Some people were unrealistic what we could afford, but Drummond, we're missing his energy, his shot blocking ability. He's a big body that they can't get through as much. I mean, that guy's like a brick. He's a brick house. And when he stands up against those guys really can't move to the basket as easily as they can. So what's the excuse for tonight's game? What do you think Billy Donovan's going to say at his post conference? I'm going to say it's back to the defense of the Bulls. You can't win games when you're giving up 123 points. The Bulls cannot outshoot people. The Bulls are at the bottom half of the NBA in offense. And we're a little the middle or to the lower end of the pack in defense right now. It has increased. They have gotten better, but this game was not good defensively. We let them drive to the hoop too much. We're lucky that they didn't hit as many threes as they did. The Boston Celtics only shot 9 of 31. They put up 31 shots, but they had a lot of good shots that they easily could have made. Horford was 1-5. D. White hit that three-pointer at the game. I swear he was going to miss that. But once again, our Bullies played competitively against a highly rated team, and we did not see this last year. We did not see them playing well against highly rated teams, and that is one good thing new about this Bulls team. And you think about it, they had Kobe White missing. They have Lonzo missing, and they also have Drummond missing. They've got three main guys off their roster not playing tonight. And I honestly, it does not look like Zach LaVine seemed like he had his bounce tonight. He didn't look like he had his legs. Let's see, turnovers, perimeter D, and late game rebounding. Oh my God, can we complain about that last possession Boston had? I forget. I think Horford tried to shoot a three. We had three black jerseys down at the bottom of the lane. 3 of them. Vooch had the tip. Patrick Williams couldn't hold on the ball. And then Zach LaVine fouled the shooter. We get that rebound. I guarantee you that game probably would have been tied, or we would have been shooting for free throws to possibly even take the lead. We didn't play like a veteran team. We've got to learn how to close out those situations where they have an opportunity to take the lead or win those games. Okay, so Guadalupe says, do you think Javonte should start over the Paul? Okay, I've been saying this from the preseason that Patrick Williams should be on the second team. Okay, but I do like what Billy Donovan's doing in his roster rotations, where he subs out DeMar and Zach's on that second team. But when you saw Zach with that second team tonight, when the team couldn't score, you did see Billy D putting in Patrick Williams a little bit longer. Like Patrick Williams, he played 30 minutes tonight. He has not been, early in the season, the first 3 games, he was only averaging like 14, 15 minutes a game. He played 30 minutes a game, and I think he was trying to get some offense with that second unit. But Patrick Williams has got to play smarter. I mean, I know he's a rookie. He's only like 20, 21, but one of us could make, I mean, we'd probably be a lot slower, so we wouldn't travel and we wouldn't get past the guy. But hey, Patrick Williams got to learn how to stay on one foot, fake one way, go the other way without moving both of his feet. Simple as that. So, any other comments, questions you got out there? What do you think about the Bulls going to their next game? Do you see the Bulls are 5-5 right now? They really need a full squad in order to be completely effective. The Bulls are going to be playing. They're playing the Raptors Sunday at 5 o'clock. Carl and I will be back on to do another post game after the Toronto show. And thank you for Guadalupe for showing up. Skokes, Katie, and we had one other guy come on here. Only one day of rest and another back-to-back, dude. Skokes, it's a rough beginning schedule, and we knew it. I said when we started this round, I'd be happy with 5-5. Are you happy with 5-5? If you saw this schedule in the beginning of the year, I think you'd be happy with 5-5, knowing some of the teams that they were playing against. I'm not happy right now because I literally think they could be probably 7-3 right now with some of the close games that they've had. They've really only had one horrible game, and that was against Cleveland. Every other game has been pretty competitive. But their margin plus minus overall, they're probably scoring maybe like a 0.9 over other teams in their total score. So they've got some improvement to make. So everybody, it's kind of tough sometimes to do this on your own. I appreciate you guys coming out. Yes, winnable games. Yes, we have Guadalupe. Yes, we have, buddy. I hope you join us again, Guadalupe. Usually I have a partner here. There's a little bit more back and forth. Me and Carl like to argue like the odd couple. But thank you, everybody, for joining us for the post show. And just make sure, if you don't subscribe already, make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications so that you find new episodes of Windy City Digits. If you've never checked out our channel, check it out. We also have shorts of every uniform number, 1 through 100 of Bulls, Bears, Cubs, and Sox. Take a look at it. Let me know what you think. On that note, everybody, have a great night. Peace, love, and digits.